Another assumption about dental hygienists is that they make a lot of coins. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tajah and I'm back at it again with another video. Today's video is a hair tutorial, a makeup slay, and a chit chat get ready with me at the same time. So I know that you guys are going to love this video. Today's video is sponsored by Nadula Hair, so I'm going to start off by showing you guys these beautiful bouncy curls that I am rocking. I'm rocking their Brazilian body wave hair. But don't worry, because I'm going to walk you through all of the steps on how I achieve this look. Let's get into this hair, shall we? So when I opened the box came in some wig caps, the wig of course. As you can see here, this is me just showing you guys the lace in the front. It came in with baby hairs and it had the most beautiful body wave curls. But I had to wash the hair because I did bleach the knots. So now it's looking kind of damp. So what I'm doing is just separating the front and the baby hairs so I can pluck this wig a little bit more. I'm not sure if this wig came in pre-plucked. I'll have the information down below, but it did look like it was pre-plucked already. You might have to plug the sides a little bit more if you want to go for that natural look. But as you can see, it kind of looks pre-plucked already. So I didn't have to do too much. So right here, this is me showing you the lace after it's been bleached. And this is after I apply a little bit of foundation and concealer to it to make it match my skin tone even better. So right here, I'm just cutting that extra piece of lace off and customizing that wig to my head shape. And I like to do that while the wig is on my head, just to see where I need to cut the ear tabs off or just to make it look as natural as possible. This lace was so easy to work with. It wasn't like coarse or like, you ever see like this like really hard to lay down lace? Like that lace was good. And here I just blow dried the hair. I apply a little bit of hair shine to it, and I kept blow drying again just to make sure that everything was dry before we curl it. So guys, here's how I achieve those beautiful bouncy curls. First step is that you want to use a curling iron, or curling wand will do the job as well. So I just went ahead and used that, and then I wrapped that hair in some flexi rods for like that period of time that you're gonna do your makeup, or if you're gonna go to sleep overnight. That should be enough. But this is definitely gonna help preserve those curls, help the hair keep in just that moisture and everything. And it's really simple. You don't have to do too many. I did maybe like 4 on each side. So at the end of this video, you'll see how it comes out. So I'm gonna get my face ready for a nice little makeup look. We're about to do a little soft beat to this face. But yesterday I asked y'all for to let me know what your assumptions about a dental hygienist are, and let's keep it real. Really like general assumptions about dental hygienists, and y'all came through in the comments. So while I'm getting ready, we're gonna talk about that. First, let me go ahead and prime my face. I'm using the NYX Photo Loving Primer. This is my baby right here. This works wonders. I'm glad I got my brows out of the way, because like I said, it's usually what annoys me with makeup is having to do my brows. I use the Fenty Beauty. My shade in this is 390. This is the Pro Filter. So yeah, one of the assumptions I just read says that hygienists make more than nurses. Honestly, I know for a fact that hygienists pay and nurses pay and nursing pay gets compared a lot, but there's always a back and forth. But honestly, it's hard for me to like really, I feel like it's kind of hard to tell, because in both careers it really depends on what state that you're working in. And yeah, I kind of do agree with that. You know, it does get compared a lot, But yeah, it depends on what state you're working in, and depends on what country you're in, and it depends on what kind of branch of the field you're in. Like for nurses, a traveling nurse is definitely making more than maybe a nurse that's not traveling nurse. And you know, there's different things that comes into it. But even for hygienists, like you go to some states and some hygienists are getting paid almost as double as the hygienist that's in a different state. Somebody done wrote, you make more than nurses like 10 times. You make more than nurses? Like, question mark. Okay. Talkative and nice and sweet. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. You know, I feel like some patients think the hygienists are talkative, but really we're just trying to make sure that you know how to take care of your gums. Like, I know for me personally, when I have a patient, and it doesn't matter, it could be a 2-year-old patient or it could be a 90-year-old patient, I like to do some type of education with that patient, and you know, and personalize it, make it to fit the patient. Like I always start by telling the patient what I think they're doing great and what I think they could improve in, because it doesn't matter how good or how bad oral hygiene is looking. There's always something that the patient is actually putting effort towards. So you gotta definitely start with that compliment. Your back and neck go bad after a few years. Now, you're definitely at risk for your back and neck to go bad after a few years. Let's just keep it real. Let's not beat around the bush. Being a hygienist, you're constantly all day leaning a certain way, sitting down a certain way, and if posture is not the best, I always say that if posture is not the best, you are at risk to injure your back, injure your neck, your wrist, and jeopardize your career. So I'm all about protecting your body. Protect, 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 protect. I'm gonna highlight under my eye with Tarte. I think dental professionals are one of the most self-harming jobs, as far as like your body, harming your body, jobs in the US or in general. And when you think about it, that's true. A lot of dentists don't have the right posture, they don't sit the right way, and I am also guilty of sometimes not keeping up with my posture. You get so caught up in the work. All right guys, so I am gonna prime my lids as well with this Tarte concealer. So I am going to bake this face, you guys, while I start on my eyes, and I'm using this setting powder. This is by Airspun. Okay, I'm going to brush away that setting powder on my lid. I love using this tiny brush. I use this for concealer, and I also use it just to brush out small areas like my crease, my lids, and stuff like that. Let's get into the shadow, shall we? I'm probably gonna go for a soft but still smoky look, and I did do this makeup tutorial when I was in Charlotte, so if y'all watch my vlog, y'all probably seen it. So I'm gonna go for that again today. It was really cute and really simple. Okay, so I'm using my Dare to Create Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in the middle. This is also, I love to use this as like a transition shade for my lid. Let's go ahead and read another assumption. They collect teeth. What you mean they collect teeth? I don't know what that person meant. Y'all said they collect teeth. Some can be very mean to you. Listen. Yes, I'm a dental hygienist. I have heard some horror stories about some other dental hygienists out there, and I just want to be the one to tell my patients, we are not all the same. We're not. You know, as much as I would want for certain hygienists to treat patients a certain way, they are not all the same. So please don't put us in the same boat. I've heard stories that some hygienists are really mean and heavy-handed, and when they clean your teeth, girl, you're gonna leave the place crying, and they'll, like, you know, a certain character that doesn't represent all of us, and I can't relate to any of that, but it is an assumption. Yes, let's keep it real. I went in with this brown shade, I think, one of those two, and I applied it on my lid. Ooh, that was so pretty. But what I'm gonna do is use this spray. This is a setting spray. I'm gonna use it on my brush just so it can collect more product. Cute. Ooh. Another assumption is that it's an amazing job. Yeah, and I mean, if you're working with an amazing team and you're being treated how you deserve to be treated, you have a good pay, benefits, and you know this is something that you want to do, you see yourself doing, it can be an amazing job for you. That's powerful. And just blend that in like so. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to turn this into like a super smoky eye. I really wanted to make it like a light smoky. So let me blend that out really good. I might just get another brush and just blend everything out right here. Another assumption about dental hygienists is that they make a lot of coins. Let me stop playing. The pay is really good. The pay can get crazy good. Like I said, it really depends on where you're working, like what state you're working in, but the pay is all right. Y'all, I want to use an eyeliner. So liner is on. All right, you guys, I got my lashes on that we had on the face for I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna brush that out. And then at the same time, let me go ahead and look up more of these assumptions we were talking about. Another assumption is that it gets boring, that dental hygiene or the job itself gets boring. And you guys, I feel like this is not an assumption. Dental hygiene can get boring. Doing a job, I feel like over and over period can get boring. That's just a fact. It is what it is. But I just feel like I said, for me, I've been doing hygiene for 2 years, and I always say that every day for me is different. I always look at the personal experience that I have with my patients, and that alone is what gives me the satisfaction of being a hygienist. You can't look at it like it's boring. Well, most jobs that you do is going to be a repetitive thing. My best advice is that you can always grow in hygiene. You can always choose to leave the op. You can always choose to do more marketing jobs for brands and companies, and more on the, you know, more on the administrative side. You don't have to stay in the op as a clinician. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard it, so I feel like this assumption can be very, very true. Okay, so I am contouring with my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, and I am using a smaller brush today. Yesterday, guys, I went ahead and cleaned out all of my brushes. The best feeling in the world. I cleaned everything out, put them in this nice little container, and I'm gonna outline my jaw also. And hygienists don't eat healthy food all the time, but tell their patients to eat healthy food. You might be right about that. Listen, we're humans at the end of the day, okay? Like, hygienists are not perfect beings. That it was so funny. I posted a Insta story of me. I was at lunch eating this ice cream. I was at lunch eating this ice cream bar after I had just had a salad, and I was like, hygienists do not eat healthy. But like, at the end of the day, like I said, we are not perfect, and our job is really to let you know of the best options for you. It's not necessarily that we always do the best option, like, you know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like I have an okay diet. Is it super healthy? No. But I think that I'm really aware of what I eat. Like, I'm not just eating anything. That it's repetitive. Yeah, another assumption is that it's repetitive. Kind of falls under the same category of what I talked about earlier. underpaid. The hygiene is underpaid. Honestly, hold on, y'all. I'm looking for something. Like I said, hygiene has good money in it, but it's not everywhere. Let's be clear about that. It's not everywhere, okay? As a hygienist, especially if you are a new grad and you're out here looking for a job, or you're just now starting with a company, be very, very, very aware of what your worth is. You need to know what your worth is, and you need to know what you're not gonna take. I'm gonna go in with some of those shades I use for my shadow under my eyes. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I tend to forget about blush, but when you add in a nice little blush to your look, it changes everything. It changes everything. They never forget to floss. Yes, people think hygienists have the perfect teeth, perfect pearly whites, and they think that hygienists never floss. Well, I'm here to tell you, I didn't start hygiene with perfect pearly whites, and you know, Invisalign got me here, period. And they never forget to floss. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say that I floss, honey. I floss, okay? I floss. Have I gone a day without flossing? Yeah, like I said, yes, we are all human, but I floss my teeth. My gums don't bleed. I'm very much aware of my teeth and their health and how to take care of them. This is a matte setting spray. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. And what I like to do is wet my fan brush too, because it's time to highlight. Because I like to highlight as my face is kind of damp, because the highlighter really stays in there longer. Alrighty then. Okay. Honestly, I was like, I'm just about to do an everyday makeup glam. Typical me. Now look at this. Assumption about a dental hygienist: they judge others' teeth. I don't think, I mean, I need to speak for myself, because I need to stop speaking for people. But me personally, I don't judge others' teeth, but since I've been a dental hygienist, I'm really aware of other people's teeth. When you're working in a specific field, you tend to notice more about whatever that field relates to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna judge nobody if they're talking to me and they have a crooked smile. Shoot, I had a crooked smile before Invisalign fixed it and gave me this. But you know, not everybody got perfect teeth. I don't have perfect teeth. No one does. So we pay attention to teeth a lot. They earn good money, but they have to work really hard. You definitely got to work hard. Yes. Oh, this is the wrong one. I'm gonna go in with my highlighter on my inner corner right here. Oh, honey, y'all see that? I said, do you see that? They make more money than assistants, which is a fact, and they do less work. The jobs are different. What a dental assistant does, one thing I can agree on is that dental assistants are so underpaid across the line. Doesn't matter what state. I said it. Dental assistants, like dental hygienists, work their asses off, period. But don't sit here, I'm not gonna sit here and belittle what dental hygienists do as of, oh, they don't do nothing. No, that's what we're not gonna do. But one thing that I agree on is that dental assistants are so underpaid, and they work their butt off, and they really they run the doctor's schedule. They're the ones keeping everything for the doctor together, and they deserve a better pay, and that's on period. Another assumption about a dental hygienist is that they have no cavities, or get them, or they don't get them at all. Who told you that? Yeah, that's an assumption. I feel like again, going about perfect teeth, an assumption about dental hygienists is that they have perfect pearly whites that never go bad. We are all humans. I eat the same food you eat, and yes, I'm prone to getting cavities if I'm not treating my teeth the way I should be treating them. That's everybody. Okay, lipstick, Morphe, Jealousy. A lot of y'all asked me about this from my previous vlogs. This is from I bought it at Ulta. This is NYX Lingerie. This really gives it that shimmer, that pop. Ooh, pretty. So you guys, this hair, let's get back into this hair really quick. It definitely, I feel like this hair can definitely hold up to some curls. It looks like it definitely held up the flexi rods at least. And one thing I can say, I think this is a 22 inches. If not, I will correct myself right down here, but I think this hair is 22 inches, and it seems to me as if it felt shorter than that. I mean, I know right now they're curled, so they're gonna be shorter, but when I initially was working with the hair, it felt like it was a little shorter, so I'll double check on the length of the hair. But the hair is so soft, you guys, and the hair is lightweight. I love that about it. Like, this wig in general is so lightweight, so it's giving me a natural vibe. I'm just gonna run my fingers through those curls and see how they come out.